always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin.
Very,
You
very
get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. You
I
get
can now say I'm a TEDx speaker.
right.
Oh, Caroline, look, I'm really, really excited, but I'm also really, really sad because this is our last ever show.
I know.
But I'm really excited because next week, what's happening next week? Just in case anyone doesn't know, Caroline.
I cannot believe it, but a week today,
Oh my
we
goodness.
will be open. The Accountex London 2024 event will be open and in full swing.
Let's see if we can do this today. It's not working today. That's a real shame. But oh my goodness, yeah, you must be buzzing.
Just buzzing. I think people, when you work in events, I think people wonder what you do sort of all year round, and you know, you're not that busy, are you? We are constantly busy on this portfolio because obviously we've got a Manchester event, we've got our virtual events, we've got so much going on. It doesn't stop. We are constantly busy. But in the last few weeks run up to the event, that is when you really feel the passion, the energy from the team. They are giving it everything they've got at the moment. I just love it. It's the best bit. It is the best bit. So yeah. All good.
So I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but this is like my Christmas. I love Accountex, and even more so this year. But in the run up to Christmas, it's not Christmas Day that's the best bit, is it? It's the weeks before, isn't it? And it's the going out to the parties, the catching up with family, and the family coming home, and all that. That's where the excitement is, isn't it? It's a bit of an anticlimax on the day. but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, and isn't that the same? I cannot believe how excited I am. It's just a week away. It's less than that because we're lunchtime now, so we'd have already done 25%.
No, but there will be no anticlimaxes. There will just be a huge
buzz
amount of
all the way
and
through.
energy in the room. Yeah. So looking
So,
forward.
No guest this week. It's all Caroline, so I can ask you loads of questions.
Oh, I'm on the spot now.
And stuff like that. I've got my little book here with some questions for you. But I think you've got a few things to let us know as well, haven't you?
I have, absolutely. I thought I'd go over just everything that we've shared over the last few weeks, put it all into one episode, and just remind people what to look out for, what to enjoy at the event, and remind them why they should all be coming to London's Excel on the 15th and 16th of May. So yeah,
fantastic. The best ever, isn't it? It's got to be the best ever. You've been involved in all of my shows. Is there any guests that stand out for you? I know it's hard to pick and it's difficult, isn't it? But there's been some really good shows.
Impossible to pick. I think they've all brought their A game, and I think you've managed to just conduct these such fantastic interviews. I've loved them all. I've really loved doing this. It's been great fun. You're fantastic to partner with, Ashley. It's just
bless
been
you. Stop it. It was last week's show that got me. Do you know, after interviewing all these people, I wish I hadn't said yes to doing the LinkedIn lounge, because I'm not going to see any of these speeches. But there is a way I can see them, isn't there?
There is. Now, this is big news for Accountex. So it's the biggest bit of feedback that we receive every year on the surveys, is that great show, fantastic sessions, but I can't get around them all. I can't get to see everything I want to see. I've had to miss this one. So we thought, okay, let's see what we can do. So we have partnered with the wonderful team at Moneypenny, and we are recording all of the seminar sessions. And the best bit is we're not making anyone upgrade their ticket. You haven't got to pay us any money. Just by coming to the show, being at the show, and spending the day with us, you will get that day's recordings all for free.
Wow. Right. Okay. So if I get a ticket for 2 days and I don't come the second day, I'm going to miss out on all of those amazing talks the second day.
Yeah, this is a real thank you to people to our audience.
Making the effort and coming. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they've come all that way. And we want to say thank you so much. And you can watch see the live ones that you want to see, and then you can watch the others at your leisure at home. So yeah, we're getting such great feedback on it, so can't wait to deliver that after the show.
That is brilliant. So yeah, so I've thoroughly enjoyed doing all of these interviews, and to get to speak to these people, just incredible. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. So what else are we talking about today, Caroline?
Well, I think we might have some slides to share, and
Okay.
I'd love to start to tell people.
It's not going to work on a podcast. So if you are listening in a podcast, go in the show notes. There is a link to take you to the YouTube channel. But for those of you watching, like, it's got my name all over it as well. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, we can still talk all about it. So if you are listening on the
We
podcast.
certainly can. A floor plan. How many
So,
sections of Accountex do you take over?
oh, of the Excel?
Yeah.
Oh, loads. I've lost count, to be totally honest. But on that floor plan that you can see now, and I know it's really hard to see the exact detail, but we have over 300 exhibitors. We've got the most number of exhibitors we have ever had at the show, and it's just to sort of decipher what's going on around the edges. We've got 12 seminar theatres in blue, and we've got also a fintech innovation showcase theatre, and then all the stands that you can see in pink are all the feature areas. So we're going to be talking a lot about them today as well.
Brilliant. So and everybody coming, that they're going to have that floor plan on their ticket, aren't they?
So we do twofold. We have a show planner, which is like a handy little ordnance survey map that folds out, and you can see the floor plan on one side and all the seminars on the other. But we also have the digital route. So we have a show app, which is available now. You can go and download it from the Apple Store or Google Play. Just go and have a look. There's some amazing features on there. You can actually even review all the seminar sessions, which I'm really excited about as well. So
I'm really looking forward to that.
I'll let you know what everyone thinks of your session.
Absolutely. That's brilliant. That is really, really cool. And I like how you've coloured it pink. Is it going to be pink on the floor when we get there?
Most of the carpets in these areas are pink, yes, which really makes them pop. So yeah, it's one to look out for.
So there's the we're going to come to them, aren't we? Because that's all on the slide. So all of our super speakers, and some of these I've had here, which is brilliant.
Do you know what? The program this year is absolutely exceptional. We're so thrilled, and the goodwill and the investment in time and energy from our speakers is just so overwhelming. I'm so grateful to them all for giving up their time, and it's so difficult to select just a few speakers. And I didn't put your photo on here, Ashley, because we get to see your lovely face as well.
I'm here.
Just like to remind everyone to come and see Ashley's sessions at the show, because they really will be so invaluable around LinkedIn journeys and advice around LinkedIn. But we've got some incredible speakers that some people will know some of these people. So Jerry Williams, a very well-known accountant. She's like the most followed accountant, I think, in the UK. Rebecca Bennyworth, tax expert. Her sessions are always absolutely rammed. And Terry Corby is going to be doing a fantastic session around late payments, which is a frustration for so many businesses. I know. And Liz Kinsey. Liz gave a presentation at one of our virtual events around Companies House reform, and so many people tuned into that session. So we're looking forward to having her in person at the London show. She's incredible. But there are some faces on here that people won't necessarily recognise straight away. Certainly not so synonymous with the profession, but I do hope that many people might recognise Lord Philip Hammond, who is the former Chancellor of the Exchequer, and he's going to be coming along to talk to us about the future of the UK economy. So expect that one to be busy.
Wow.
Really, really great to have him at the show. And then we've got Richard McCann, and Richard is a fantastic motivational speaker. Anyone who listens to Ashley's shows regularly will know that he's been a guest as part of this takeover.
He was just incredible on my show. Really, really lovely guy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him in real life as well.
He really is fantastic.
And what a story.
Oh, what a story. Just absolutely can't recommend listening to that enough. He has overcome so much. Mari Aitken. Now, Mari is coming to us from the Alan Turing Institute. And we talk about AI. Everyone's talking about AI, but she's going to be talking about the ethics of AI, which I think is such an important part to remember when we're just running ahead with all our plans. Let's really focus on the ethics of AI. So that's going to be one not to be missed. And finally, we've got Nicholas Hamilton, brother of Lewis. He's a British racing car driver in his own right and motivational speaker. He has got such an incredible story. His journey has been something that I've heard it. It's so inspiring, and I think that the audience will get so much from his talk as well. So lots to look out for.
Excellent. Wow. How do you manage to put together such an amazing? It's a diverse array as well, isn't it? It's not just. We were chatting about this last week. It's not just tax and accounts. It's a whole sphere of absolutely everything. With Richard and Steve Judge, who I had on my show last week. Proper motivational stuff. And I don't know the Hamilton story, but looking forward to hearing Nicholas as well. So yeah, absolutely superb.
There's some great sessions in there, and it was so hard to pick that. I think we've got over 350 speakers. If you count up all the panel sessions, we've got over 350 speakers coming to the show, and that's just in our 12 theatres. We've also got speakers programs going on in some of the stand theatres. We've got the fintech stage as well. There's so much knowledge coming to this show, and they're there ready to share it. So yeah,
Fantastic.
do check out the programme. It's really well worth a look.
Yeah, the website is cracking. And you've got the round tables. What's all this about then?
Well, do you know, it's something that I've been really wanted to do for a while, and it's not always logistically possible because you imagine how busy and noisy the floor plan, the floor is at Accountex, and but we've actually got some space off the show floor which we've managed to secure this year, and so working with our friends from the Accounting Influencers, and they're going to be hosting 4 roundtables a day. You can still get involved. I would recommend that you contact Rob Brown on LinkedIn, and he will be able to give you some more information. But this is when we're going to really get into the nitty-gritty of the profession, and I'm really looking forward to the outcomes and what they decipher from these meetings.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Love Rob. I'm sure he's coming on my show soon.
Lovely,
awesome.
Rob.
Right, so next slide. The automation station. Come on, what is that about?
Don't you just love that name? I think it's so great. Well, look, this just came out of a conversation that I was having with John Toon, Ryan Percy, and Indy Tatler, and they're from the Digital Disruptors.
The Digitals guys.
The Digital Disruptors, and they have got an absolute wealth of knowledge on all things automation. They can make recommendations. And I think for anyone, no matter where you are on your automation journey, there's probably still further you can push it. There's more you can do. There's something different you could try. And it's really quite challenging to just go on your own gut reaction, your gut feeling towards things. So come and speak to the experts. They're there to help, and they are going to push you in the right direction.
So I'm running my practice. I've got this working here and I've got that working there. I can go to them and they'll turn around and say, right, you need this to connect it all up and stuff like that. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So a proper like a clinic.
Yeah, absolutely. Clinic. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Awesome. Bookkeepers Base Camp. That was brilliant last year, wasn't it? Zoe and Joe and yeah.
Oh, it was so good. And, we just really felt the need to provide a home, a place on the show floor where bookkeepers could all come together, find their peers, find their tribe, and support each other, network, discuss their businesses, get advice from each other. Sponsored with the support of Xero, so we're so grateful to them. And Joe Wood and Zoe Whitman will be there again. They'll be hosting some little tea parties there, and you can go and just be together. And in addition to the bookkeeping theatre that we've got, which is sponsored by the ICB, who are great friends of ours, there's so much to see and do. And it is the most cracking bookkeeping programme I've ever seen. Honestly, sensational.
Excellent. I don't know if you probably don't know the numbers, but years ago, bookkeepers didn't go. And, last year there was tons there. There'll be more than tons there this year, I'm sure.
I really hope so. We're absolutely, our doors are well and truly open, and we want to do as much as we can for the bookkeepers as well.
No, fantastic. That's great to hear, and it's good to hear that the ICB are getting involved as well. So yeah, well done. Okay, so Oh,
Oh,
it's Rachel.
it's Rachel Harris. Oh, she did such a great job last year. So those who know Rachel Harris will know that she
One
is.
second, I'm just thinking, if you're listening on the podcast, I've just put a photo up of the content creation station.
I love that. Yes. So the lovely Rachel Harris, who's an incredible business owner. She is just killing it in the business world, but she's also a social media queen, guru, just
More than expert, isn't it?
emperor. She's amazing, and so she's there to help share her knowledge and help people with their social media journeys, because if you're looking to build your business, social media is a huge way of doing that. So she is there to give advice and hints every step of the way.
And here's the thing, it is, isn't it? I don't think that, years ago, accountants and bookkeepers weren't really looking at social media, but now you're seeing them doing TikToks, you're seeing them doing Instagram, and obviously LinkedIn as well. But yeah. And I think it's we can't call her a pioneer, Rachel, can we? But it's people like Rachel that are making it more readily available.
Yeah.
People are waking up to it.
I think she's doing such an incredible job. And, I think most people wouldn't know where to start. They really wouldn't. And if you could see the effects on the businesses that she's helped, it's sensational. So yeah, social media is absolutely something that all businesses should be involved in.
So if you're not listening to this, if you're listening to this and you're not doing much on Instagram or TikTok, then head over to that stand. That's in the top corner, right by the cafe, so you can't miss it. Right by the branding stage.
Yes, that's one. That's one right near a certain little LinkedIn lounge.
I bet we've got a slide about that later. But we've got the cyber security hub. This is brand new as well.
Yeah, this is brand new.
And our friends, the boys in blue, going to be there.
They are. They really are. So in association with the National Centre for Cyber Resilience and the Met Police, we are bringing this, and it's going to be a virtual escape room. And they're going to be hosting it on their stand. And they can advise and warn you of the dangers to your business. They can tell you what software you should be looking at to protect yourselves and the measures you need to take. I do urge everyone to take this so incredibly seriously, because this is what can destroy businesses. If you don't have a good cyber resilience defense wall in place, it can have such a damaging impact, and they really know what they're talking about. So yeah, a fantastic new addition to the show.
I don't know if you've ever heard anything from Stephen Bartlett, the Diary of the CEO.
Yeah.
But he was telling in his book, he talks about how his business was hacked, and they had loads and loads of businesses, leaving them, and goodness knows what else. And there was goodwill there, but the owners of these businesses spoke to their lawyers, and the lawyers said, look, if they're at that much
risk,
you shouldn't be dealing with them. And so, yeah, it is critical. It is critical, no matter what sort of relationship you've got with somebody. It was quite sad part of the book.
And everyone thinks it's not going to happen to them as well. And that's the other thing.
No, I know. No, until it does. Right, we've got the HMRC coming as well with their tax hub, Stand 690.
Oh, they are just wonderful to work with. They really are. They come along, they're doing 4 presentations at the show. We all know the journey that MTD's been on to date. It has been frustrating, but they're there. They're going to front up, and they're going to be open to all the questions, and they're going to actually be showing the audience their MTD sign up journey. So I think it's going to be a really important thing for people to understand how to sign up to MTD, because it is coming, it is happening. Yep. So don't get left behind, get ahead of the curve, and come along and speak to HMRC.
And we need to give Rebecca Bennyworth another shout out, because she was saying on the show when she was on that she's hoping to have done this by the time she's at the show, so she'll be talking about that as well. So so the thing is, right, so if I miss any of those talks, they're going to be on a stand as well, so I can go and see them anyway, can't I? So that's brilliant.
Absolutely. And they're doing little demos on the stand as well, so they're going to actually be taking people through that sign up journey. So I think it's just not to be missed. It's huge. So yeah, we're very grateful to the HMRC for doing that.
Oh, fantastic. Right. So next up, hybrid working. So hang on, you shouldn't be working when you come into an exhibition, but sometimes it's difficult, isn't it?
I tell you, again, people say, oh, I can't possibly leave the office. I've just got too much on. Well, look, bring your laptop with you. We've got a whole area where you can plug your laptop in and you can carry on with some work. We know that there are meetings that can't be missed. We know that there are documents and things that need to be still sent out. So don't use that as an excuse. Come to the show, enjoy it. Our friends at Iris, they are sponsoring the area, and it's going to be somewhere where you can work in comfort and still attend the show and still be part of it. So brand new for this year. We're really looking forward to seeing how well utilised this area is going to be.
No, that's brilliant. And because we're going to be on our feet all day wandering around and stuff, it's going to have somewhere to go, isn't it? You've got the cafe, you've got that, and so that's really, really cool. I like that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, also this then, a LinkedIn lounge.
Oh, I don't know anything about this one, Ashley.
in partnership with this guy.
Oh, look, this is going to be so great. You know, you are the king of LinkedIn. You have given me advice. You've given so many people I know advice, all for the better. And why not share that expertise and knowledge with our fabulous audience? And I can't wait for you to see the stand because it's going to be very bright and colourful. I wonder what colour it could be.
Maybe yellow.
Maybe yellow. And I just know how helpful you are, and you're just going to be there giving advice. I'm worried you're not going to stop for 1 second. I might have to bring you little care packages so that you actually get sustenance throughout the 2 days.
So you know, my daughter's coming with me.
Yes.
So I will make sure I'm looked after. She'll make sure I stop. But what I'm going to be doing is at 1/2 every hour. So not every half hour. At 1/2 every hour. So when people are starting to end their sessions, I'm going to do a little 10-minute presentation of the 4 mistakes that we all make on LinkedIn. So I'll be doing that. But I'm also doing a little consultation. So if you have a burning question about LinkedIn, or you want me to review your profile or anything like that, you can actually book a slot with me, and the details are in the podcast notes. So you can actually come and sit down with me and have 10 minutes. If I did 15 minutes, I know I'm the 15-minute guy, then I wouldn't be able to see so many people. So doing that. And it's going to be right next to Rachel's. So basically your one-stop shop for social media.
And LinkedIn, opposite Branding Theatre.
That's perfect. Absolutely. You've put a bit of thought into this, haven't you?
It's all about geography.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. You mentioned the app earlier.
Yes.
So the app is now available. How do we find it?
Yeah, just go to the App Store or go to Google Play. You can download the app now. You can review what sessions you want. You can make your own schedule. So you can favorite some sessions that you want to go and see, and it will create you your own customized schedule for the 2 days, which is so useful, knowing where you're supposed to be and when. They've got all the exhibitors. There's got details about all the exhibitors. All these features we've been speaking about, they'll all be on there with more information. And new for this year, you'll be able to review the seminar sessions, which we mentioned earlier. So that's really exciting as well.
So there it is on my phone. So,
there we go.
Absolutely perfect. So that is just Accountex London 2024, and we're going to have a little beep in a minute when that downloads. So that having an app just makes things so much easier. So I'm guessing it's going to beep when that talk is on and stuff like that. So you're going to be reminded where to go.
It's not for everybody, and we understand that. And so we have got the show planner that works in conjunction with the app, and you can do a little bit of both. You can do either or. It's whatever works for you. But yeah, the app, have everything at your fingertips. So useful. So useful.
And look down. If it's pink, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah. Right? Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
So you're talking about trees. There was a tree man there last year, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And so tell us about this tree thing, because this is incredible.
Yeah, this is an initiative. I think we're just so proud of this. We work with a company called Karma, who are exhibiting at the show as well. And for every attendee that we get at the show, we plant a tree. So last year we planted over 10,200 trees, and
wow.
You know, there's a lot. We have got a whole sustainability policy that we work towards. There's lots of things we do. Our contractors, we pay a little bit more to make sure that we have fully recyclable carpet. We pay a little bit more to make sure that all our signage is fully recyclable. There's lots of other things. If anyone's got any concerns, please do look at our website for our sustainability policy. Also, I'm very happy to talk to anyone who has any concerns, because I think we're all in a position of transition when it comes to sustainability. We've all got our own different journeys that we're on. And I think we're very passionate about it. And I know we've got another slide coming up where we'll talk a little bit more about what we're doing on site, but there's so much that can be done. And we just want to offset the carbon footprint of those traveling to the show. That's really important to us. So yeah, we're very proud to work with Karma on that initiative.
No, that's brilliant. And you know, so you can feel confident that, you know, because I've seen the setup at Accountex. It's crazy, and you sort of like think, where's it all going? That's all going to landfill. But that's brilliant
Not
news.
the case. Yeah,
Brilliant
not
news.
the case.
Now, we were talking about Nicholas Hamilton earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's a motor racing theme. So we've got the podcast Pit Stop, and we had Aaron and Johan on our show a couple of weeks ago. Tell us all about the pod. I can't even say it now. Go on, you tell us.
Podcast Pit Stop. Look, it's such fun. Aaron and Johan are just great guys. They've got a fantastic podcast. They do a grid walk when they go to events. They walk around interviewing people just like Formula One. So we sort of played on that idea, and we came up with the podcast Pit Stop, which has got that racing theme to it. Their stand, again, is going to be a really exciting one to see. It's a little bit of fun that we're having on there as well. But they're going to be doing live interviews and recordings. And so what better place to do it than the home of accountancy at Accountex? You know, it's just going to be incredible. The buzz is going to be sensational.
No, fantastic. I'm thinking, oh, I've got to go here, got to go there, got to go there. So yeah, this is great. This is great. Right. So if all that is too much,
yes,
we can go to the quiet zone. And there's
Mo.
There's a picture of Mo on the slide.
Mo Cangelal, yeah, from our partner, Watch This Space. They're our DE&I partner, and they've been incredible, actually. They've really supported us and given us advice. You know, again, we're not experts, we're not getting everything right, but we are absolutely willing to learn, and we're on our own journey. And one bit of feedback that we were hearing a lot was the size of Accountex is massive. There can be overwhelm. Some people can become extremely overwhelmed, and they need somewhere where they can go and decompress, get away from it all before they go back out. So we've worked together to create a space off the show floor. There'll be low-level lighting. There'll be some activities in there that might help people who just need that to come back down and decompress. And I hope it's going to be well used and really help people who might never have come to the show before because they were so concerned. I really hope this is going to help make the show even more accessible to those that might need it. So yeah, the Quiet Zone is a fantastic new addition, and we're just really happy to be able to provide it.
This is fantastic. You're just absolutely thinking of everything for us, aren't you?
I'd
love to know what Christmas is like in your house. I bet it's super organized.
There's a spreadsheet for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a relax and recharge zone. So that was pretty cool. You're gonna have a tree there.
Yeah, so these trees are incredible, but they actually have got chargers that come out of this tree. So everyone knows that you're at the show, you're taking millions of photos, looking at emails, making phone calls, your phone battery will run out. So we just want to make sure there's a place where people can recharge their phone battery, but also their own batteries as well. So they can have a little sit down and gather themselves before they go back out under the beauty of a wonderful blossom tree.
Oh, that's very clever. I love that. And you told us earlier, but recordings sponsored by Moneypenny, seminar recordings. This is incredible. How do we actually access all of this then?
Yeah, so as long as you come to the show on the day that the recordings of that day will be sent to you. So if you're there on the Wednesday, about a week after the event, you will be sent your own personalized access code, not to be shared, not to be used by anyone else, because it's exclusive to you, and you'll be able to watch the recordings. And if you come on day 2 and spend the day with us, then you will also get the recordings of that day as well.
Fantastic. This is a content fest, isn't it? Yeah. The amount of content that is there, just incredible.
Absolutely.
And we're talking about sustainability as well. So what's going on in the sustainability zone? You're really getting me with these tongue twisters. Almost every slide I've shown today, for those of you on the podcast, it's got new at the top.
Yeah, no, I did allude to this earlier. This is a bit of a passion project, and it's something that we've really enjoyed pulling together. Sponsored by Sage, we are working with industry experts. We've got James Lizars, who many will know from Thrive Accounting, and we've got Julia Gelder-Robertson, who is a lecturer in all things sustainability, climate at Cambridge University, and they have come up with this just fantastic idea to have like a mini Eden project at the show, that it becomes another escape room, and you've just got to answer some fun little quizzes to try and get out of this escape room, and you're going to learn something on the way, and you're going to be surrounded by experts. No one's there to judge. It's all about helping people transition to the next phase of their sustainability journey, and just spreading the knowledge. So there's a lot to be learned here. And there's also a cup of tea on offer with a wonderful Brighton-based company, and we're based in Brighton ourselves. There's a Brighton-based company called Bird and Blend, who are very passionate about the environment. So every single detail they've thought of, somehow it reflects back to the environment, and it's very clever. We're thrilled to be working with them on this, and can't wait for everyone to see it.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. We're overrunning, so really sorry if you've got a lunch date or something, but this is the last slide. The wellness retreat. I think I'm going to be heading over there for a community massage. I'm sure of it. Tell us all about this.
Oh, well, this is just lovely. Look, we know, again, it comes back to Accountex being just such a massive event, and you might just need a little bit of time to have just a quick 15-minute shoulder massage. They are asking for donations. There's no minimum amount, but what's wonderful about the community massage project is that they're paying it forward, and all of those donations will mean that they can then go and provide these services to people in hospice care, to carers, to people that really need it. So it's a lovely thing to offer our audience, and in turn it's being paid forward in such a beautiful way. So yeah, really thrilled about that.
Fantastic. And you did say to me on an earlier show that you were going to get them to come over to me because I'm really busy.
I know. I'm going to have to persuade them.
I'm like that elephant. I don't forget. Caroline, this has been absolutely amazing. The time's ticking away. It's 6.5 days away. I cannot wait. But I'll be seeing you on the Tuesday. We're coming up on the Tuesday. But when do you get there?
I get there on the Monday, so I will be there all week. And you turn up, it's a completely empty hall, and you just watch the genius contractors just build these beautiful stands around us.
And do you know how many contractors are there on the day or over the period of time?
No.
It's pretty crazy. It's like a small city, isn't it? Yeah.
It really is. And they all work. I'm always amazed at how well they all work together. I mean, they're doing this all year round at other events, but they just work in perfect harmony with each other. They're all trying to help each other out, and it's wonderful to see. It really is.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the big stands. There's some large companies there, and they have some spectacular stands. And
they really are.
And then you've also got the startup zone. So from one extreme to the other. You've absolutely thought of everything. So during that time, then, you must clock up a few steps, Caroline. How many steps do you do?
Oh, I do. I dread to think how many I'm going to do this year, but last year I did over 100,000 steps.
Wow.
In 4 days. So yeah, there's
that's
a
crazy.
lot.
And every time I bumped into you last year, you were smiling.
Oh,
you were smiling, and it was sort of like you must have been shattered when you finished on Thursday night.
But it's a real sense of elation. There's always going to be the post-show blues, and everyone who works in events will know about the post-show blues, but they don't tend to kick in for me until a few days later. I'm on such a high being at the show. My cheeks hurt because I am smiling because I'm in my absolute element. I love it. I love seeing all the business that's being done. I love seeing everybody communicate and network. I just can't express how much I love what I do. I'm so lucky.
But we can tell that. We can tell that because if you how many of your team are going to be there? How many Accountex people are going to be there?
Oh gosh, I think we've got around that. You've got core team, and then you've got extended team who come and help out at the shows. So you're probably talking about 20 people
Wow.
from Diversified will be coming to the show. Yeah, and they work so hard, and I really am so grateful. I know that you see my face probably way too much, but there's an amazing team behind me who make all of this possible, and without them, none of it would happen.
No, it's been absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait. I cannot wait till next week. Thank you so much for sharing everything. It's been a really, really good journey. Really, really exciting. And yeah, can't wait to see you next week.
I just have to thank you as well, Ashley. I've loved our weekly get-togethers. I've loved listening to all your interviews. You've done such a wonderful job helping to just, bring the buzz of Accountex to life. And yeah, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. It has been an absolute pleasure. So yeah, see you next week.
See you next week. Take care.
Cheerio. Everybody.
Bye.
You get out what you put in.